Dice Paper Roll acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land. We pay our respects to elders past, present, and future, for they hold the song lines, the stories, the traditions, the culture, and the hopes of First Nations Australia. This land is, was, and always will be traditional First Nations country. We also acknowledge and pay our respects to the traditional custodians of the lands on which we record. The Wurundjeri, the Boonwurrung, the Wathaurong, the Tongarong, the Dja Dja Wurrung peoples of the Kulin Nation.
It is unfortunate for the unicorn that its horn turned out to be so very, very magical. It is even more unfortunate for the unicorn that man discovered its magical properties. Sad that so much power could be contained within so little an organic object. Sadder still that for most people, the delusion that the death of the unicorn was necessary to unlock such properties. The dagger fell. It plunged deep into the beast. Blood spilled forth upon the stone. The stone drank deeply. As the beast was hauled away, where the blood was left upon the stone, letters had formed. Go on, Tom. Tell us what it says then.
Well, it says dice paper roll into the Feywild.
What the fuck does that mean? That was my best boar.
I'm sorry, Philip. I ain't the foggiest idea.
Welcome, friends. Welcome back to another episode of Dice Paper Roll into the Feywild. It is episode 8. I can't believe we've got here. It's been a hot minute.
Wait. Hang on. You didn't believe in me?
Oh, no. I always believed in you. It was my own personal organization skills, Jack, that I deeply doubted. But we're back. We're back together. It's been a moment. It's been a moment since we've recorded something that wasn't in front of somewhere between 70 and 100 people. So that's really nice. It's really nice to not have that live audience feedback, which lifts me up so much in my dark windowless soul.
Nice to be back in our isolated bedrooms.
I'm just stuck with only these dickheads.
It's like August 2020 all over again. Okay. Too soon. My name is Greg. I'm playing Doelene Delacroix. She is a Harangan wizard, level 3. And Ben.
Yeah, that's my name. My name's Ben. I'm playing Unit, a level 3 Warforged fighter who is also a rune knight. Danny.
And I'm Dan. I play Walter Winston Winklepicker III, who is a frogman, a bard, and currently does not have a voice. Kind of sucks to be a bard right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. That's actually my fault. And that's because I'm the dungeon master and I'm Jack. That is the wrong order of that information, but it's the order in which you got it. So, all right. So I'll do it previously on. The party, Doelene Delacroix, a hare, Walter Winston Winklepicker III, a frogman, Kevin Strangeways, a man-sized boy, and Unit, a robot ticket machine or whack-a-mole machine, attended a VIP ball where the theme was insects, not incest. Fortunately for the plot, the party discovered a Poe-shaped information machine and discovered much. Kevin will need to visit the workshop. Walter discovered the identity of the kenku who stole his voice. Kettle Steam has been wreaking havoc on the carnival. Unit was served a rather cryptic message about Maker's marks, and the answers to Dolene's questions are closer than she thinks. They were also provided a lead on the Fairy Floss conspiracy, but on their way there, they spotted the aforementioned kenku Kettle Steam. Doelene played with fate and ran into a stall that she intended to jump, but not before she had traced a line through the fabric of time to mark the kenku of her position, making Chase.
I mind spiked him. I spiked him
right.
right in the mind. I know where his mind is now.
Making Chase, the party was picked up by Unit's new Rune Knight abilities as he carried everyone in his now large form. Sorry, Ben, it's not a giant form.
No, I used giant's might to become large.
I might be a giant.
And of course, Kevin has started to feel the worse for his prior boozy bender of 18 standard drinks. Yeah. So you're all caught up. You're welcome.
Well, thank goodness. Hey, Unit.
Yes, Doelene.
I know you might be giant, right? Would you, if I was to say, like, point to you a city on the Bosphorus Strait, what would you call it? Istanbul or Constantinople? Which one? No.
Why, Doelene, I'm afraid that you are relying on my player knowing what the fuck you are talking about. And I think this joke is going to land heavily on its ass.
I think the patrons will love it. Anyway.
Shut up, Unit. You're not the boss of me now.
Roll a
anyway.
d20 for that one, Danny.
Oh, fuck. Oh, get out my dice.
Greg, you're going to have to explain that joke to me in the dice section.
Oh,
In the
there's an
dice.
18. 18 on the die. They might be giants pun landed.
Oh,
Not with the
nice.
audience, though.
yeah.
Not with me anyway.
Maybe with the audience. We just don't know because we don't have that immediate. Delicious, nipple-hardening feedback.
That's right. Yeah, we're so used to the live audience.
Oh,
So I've
We
got a
see-
question, right?
Oh, sorry.
We're in pursuit of Kettle Steam.
Yeah.
Can I see what Doelene can see in terms of where we need to go, or we need Doelene? Where is that kenku? You're going to have to guide the way because I don't think I know where.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry. I'm just
can
dusting
everyone else-
myself off because I ran into that stall, you see, and I'm still covered in plaster dust. Why they made the stall out of gyprock, I don't know. But let me just clean myself up here a little bit.
Well,
now,
While you're saying this, Doelene, you're actually dangling from Unit. You're halfway through a lifesaver, and the lifesaver is attached to a rope that's hanging from the back of Unit.
That's right.
I don't know if you remember that from the last episode.
Of course, I remember.
Yeah.
Diet. Am I like dragging behind like a?
No, you're
like a
like clean off the
biscuit
ground.
behind it?
Yeah.
You're
Okay,
like
so-
the carrot in front of the horse dangling in front of us.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So I've got.
Yeah,
like
that's
a-
pretty good.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So I know where this kenku is. I know their location until the spell ends. So I got a spell ends. 1 hour of concentration. They can't become hidden from me or invisible, even if they're invisible. But yeah, I just know where they are ahead of us. They're that way. Lucky I'm at the front in this dinghy. Doelene, a 3.5 foot tall Harangan hair person, is in the lifesaver. Her very well tailored waistcoat and long coat with a backpack over the top, which is bulging with the shapes of books, and Scroggin points the way with one downy furry paw.
Yeah, you can see Kettle Steam, the kenku, who is sort of like she's shaped like a crow. So kenkus can be in any sort of shape that a bird can, but this one is crow shaped or raven shaped, depending on your locality. And she's sort of making her way through the crowd. She's not really. She's just recently received a mind spike, so she's got a bit of blood coming out of her beak. But she's moving along through the crowd.
Unit can't see exactly where Kettle Steam is, but they do see where Doelene points. And right, you are Doelene, and the wheels on my pelvis, because when I use Giant's Might and I enlarge to a like a not the Transformer version of like a car, but my pelvis dropped and the wheels on my hips just burnt rubber, and I like grew in size and everyone jumped onto me. They rotate even faster, and the smell of burning rubber fills your nostrils as they like change direction, and we go scooting off in the direction that Doelene pointed in.
Can you do a perception check for me?
I sure can.
In Walter's mind, he thinks, well, there's more than meets the eye to Unit. I didn't see that one coming. And I try to put my foot through one of the whack-a-mole holes in the hope of hitting like a pedal that will make the thing go faster.
Oh, yeah. Can you do what's like maybe like an animal handling check?
Oh, yeah, sure.
I got a 20 on my perception.
Oh, fuck. Okay, yeah, you can see.
Not a nat.
Kettles. Okay.
I got a 16 on the die with probably something rather disappointing with a +3, 19 for my animal handling of Unit.
Well,
Yeah,
I hate to
yeah.
tell you, Winston, but as you so often remind me, I am not a living creature. And then the whack-a-mole hole that's sort of half caved in opens up properly, like gets wrenched for these little claws come around the side, and the little soul mole that lives inside me goes, yeah, but I am. And yeah, I'll do whatever you say, buddy. No problem.
My foot presses down on the little whack-a-mole's face and just squashes him back inside.
Oh, hey, moles are people too.
No, we're not. Somehow Unit starts going faster.
Yes.
What are you
Walter
doing with
totally thinks he did that.
Unit? What are you doing with Kevin? Because Kevin's
Has Kevin passed out? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. The other side of the whack-a-mole hole opens up, and the vole comes out, and he goes, I will stop you from dying, Kevin, and like throws out a like a I don't know, a fucking lasso or something, and like does some serious rope work and basically just ties Kevin really precariously. Yeah, get to the terrible transformer. Get to the unit.
Does it hog tie Kevin? So then put Kevin on his belly.
It groundhog ties him.
Groundhog ties.
It's like this has happened before. Yes, that's what I do.
Amazingly, that works. And Kevin is yanked in and sort of joltily pulls up into the hole and sort of just gets stuck at the hole door, and like it won't go much further. So the moles just sort of like brushes off the dust off of Kevin and recedes in.
I don't. Just to be clear, I don't want Kevin inside me.
Okay, good.
We're friends, but
Yeah.
and also I'm not that large yet.
Okay. Well, how large are you?
Keep working on it.
Like,
You'll get there.
like,
If you blow on it a little.
yeah, I'm like the size of a large refrigerator.
Can I offer you a popper in your time of need?
So Kevin is like strapped to unit, but like, yeah, his head's lolled back and just saliva is streaming out his mouth, his unconscious mouth, as we zip through the market. And I go, "Look out, everyone!" And I start pressing my belly button, and it's like a car horn.
Kevin's like a dog hanging his head out the window.
Walter, what are you doing?
So after pushing the mole and stepping on the gas, or what I think is the gas, I'm just trying to keep my eyesight on the kenku. I've only got eyes for the kenku. I'm just trying to track him through the throng. Even though we have Dolene's spell, I'm still just all of Walter's attention is kept with her.
Yeah, cool. So, as you're sort of like, Kettle Steam is moving through the crowd pretty deftly. Like, it's the night. Like, people are getting ready for the evening festivities. Because the carnival, it kind of gets pretty heckers late at night. That's where the fun really starts. And people are moving in and out of your direction. There's like people carrying glass, across the way, and you avoid them, and they get out of the way. It's fine. No glass was broken in the making of this podcast.
My God, that was so close. Oh,
So
my
close.
goodness. Why do you think they're moving that giant plate glass window across the roadway at this time of the evening?
Walter's like furiously trying to like move out of the way, but he can't say anything. He's just wildly gesticulating.
Do you want to roll for that to see if they catch?
16.
I know.
Yeah, they get the idea.
I
They
know,
hear
Walter. You can't get good help anywhere.
Ooh. And just before you, people are carrying. You kind of have to screech to a halt, because just before you, people are carrying like a set for some kind of a attraction.
Sure,
It's
to
like a
try
big-
and do that though, I'm like,
Big
wait.
painted castle.
I'm like, wait, what? Walter, get your foot out of my chest. The soul.
Press it in deeper.
we go faster.
Okay, great. The kenku sort of opens a door in the set, which clearly was not a door. It was like a painted on door, and moves through it. You're meant to do an acrobatics or athletics check, but I guess you're doing a strength check.
Yeah, and because of my giant's might, I roll that with advantage.
Oh, hell yeah.
So,
Yeah, do
Ooh,
it.
Nice.
Here we
Oh
go.
yeah, larger creature.
Because I'm sort of sitting out in front of a unit in the light, I'm going to hit first. So I cast shield. And create
nice.
a shield in front of myself, a shimmering silvery disc.
Does that
protects
only
me. Just me?
just you? Okay.
I just got a nat 20
Nice.
All right.
on my advantage on the second roll.
Hey.
Oh wow. Yeah,
So I actually tilt forward and I start leaning like even more forward, and like from out of the holes, which loosens up and means that Walter's foot probably gets dislodged, but it's like a bulldozer bit comes out of my chest and it's down and like just rams the fucking set.
Well, actually, because you start making more noise, the people carrying the set, they see you and they like tilt it downwards to create sort of like a ramp, and you actually you launch up off the ramp and you land on the side of some tents, and you just like bouncing over the tents. You can still see the kenku sort of making their way through the crowd.
Don't
you
worry,
haven't lost
everybody.
her.
I know where the kenku is. I can see him in my mind's eye, even if you can't see him with your normal eyes.
Can everyone roll to see if they
Same with
believe
their
that?
normal eyes?
To believe, if I believe Doelene,
Yeah.
do I have to
So
roll?
that's a crazy statement.
Or is that like an insight check or something?
Yeah.
Unit believes. I believe in you,
okay.
Doelene.
Yeah, good.
Walter is skeptical.
Okay. Well,
Typical.
keeps it to himself though, I guess.
He can't say shit.
Which
the
way,
kenku-
Doelene?
Take a ride up here.
Skidding right
Now
over the edge
left.
of 110. Oh, shit.
Now another left.
Oh, gosh.
Now a right.
We start going in circles in a minute.
No, we're back on the same road we were on before.
And the kenku's really deft. Like they're moving through the crowd. They know that they're being followed.
Is it
Before you-
what gave us
motor
away with-
vehicle? Yeah.
Before you can see in front like some giant geese moving through the crowd. They're kind of off their shift, and they're all sort of like squawking to each other and complaining about like various attendees. Like, oh, they were pulling my feathers, and that really hurt.
I had
And
a
then-
couple on my back in the love tunnel today, and they did not clean up after themselves. It was disgusting.
I
People
tend
don't.
to just honk at him. I just go
Yeah.
honk. And it gets
Hey,
their
honk.
attention.
I just honk at them all the time.
They-
They don't realize that you just can't get fairy floss out of a feather that easily.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
look at
were
that
honking.
kenku! That beautiful feathers. And the kenku sort of shifts through the geese.
Honk. Excuse
Honk.
you.
I honked at that couple, but they were too busy honking, and they didn't hear me.
There was a lot of honking going on in there.
It was a honky honk. It was a real honky tonk.
Is my volume better? Am I all right?
Yeah, you're good.
Just when you're getting excited, you gotta
Okay.
go down a bit.
I'll pull out.
Well, yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, pull out.
Yeah. So you kind of what are you gonna do? There's fucking geese in the way. It's like a big procession of geese leaving
Well,
their
I've
shift
still
for
got
the
my
evening.
shield up at the front, and I just sort of lean down and like smash into them like bowling pins with the shield, and just use it to it's like
Oh,
a
yeah?
wedge at the front of the thing. Just
All right. I guess can someone roll a D20 for me? I
Yeah.
don't have my dice.
I haven't done that yet.
Also
don't-
D&D Beyond.
Yeah, you don't have D&D Beyond open.
Oh, thanks. I don't know how to get it,
So
Yeah,
there's
I
a
don't
little
wanna-
dice in the bottom left corner.
but I'm not.
Oh, no. Do you have a character sheet open?
No.
It's all right.
That's why.
Preparation.
Whatever.
It's all right.
18. You got an 18.
Oh, great. The geese sort of like get out of the way, and they also snap at you as well. They're like, "Hey!" and hit at you on the sides. And you solved the geese problem. Well done. keep moving along. The kenku
We really
sort
solved that geese puzzle.
Yeah.
Who
Who
good
would have
one.
known bashing them in the face would have solved all of our problems?
I know it's not usually my
That was a
my
7.
method. Oh, what did you say? I was looking at you. I was trying to have a gander at what you were saying, but I couldn't.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Well, I guess we laid the golden egg on that one. Let's move forward.
The
Where's
kenku sort of
Yeah.
is running forward down an alleyway. They like shift down a little side of tents, and you follow, but they've disappeared from view. But obviously,
How far away would you say they are in feet?
Good 40 or 50,
40 or 50?
probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, would you classify them as a person? Or would
yeah,
they
probably.
be a monster?
No,
Can
I
be
think
a
they're
person.
a person. You can play a kenku.
Cool. I
Creature.
cast Hold Person.
Oh, hell
Mhm.
yeah.
So a wisdom saving throw for the kenku. Choose a humanoid that you can see within range. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be paralyzed for the duration.
Doesn't need verbal components, does it, mate?
Mm.
Sorry.
I press down harder on the fucking mole.
What did I even do to you, buddy?
You start grinding my toe just right in his fucking chest.
I'm going to have to ask you to stop doing that, Winston. It's doing something strange inside me.
Oh.
I'm feeling
He
things
pulls
I've
his
never
foot
felt
out.
before.
How did this episode get sexier than the incest ball as well?
As you close in on her, Kirlstein bursts into a tent, and like you just smash through it. Like there's like someone on the dunny in there, and it's just there's nothing you can do.
We
But-
can't see anything because there's a big circus tent like flapping all around us kind of thing. Like we picked it up with us and we're just like still cruising along, but it's like classic Looney Tunes style.
Yeah.
Oh, but now we can't see.
No.
Oh,
But I
dear.
guess Doelene can.
Don't worry, everybody. I know the general direction and location of this.
Could you just basically, is it like a video game for you, Doelene? Like you could basically just see like the highlighted outline, like the X-ray,
Yeah.
but you can't see anything else.
No,
so you've got
it's
no
not
context.
That good. No, it's not that good. I've just got this big flapping tent around me, and just in my compass bar at the top, I've got a little quest marker where they are.
Okay.
Yeah,
The
Unit
number
is
of
just
feet
running
underneath
over
it.
so many people.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, screams of people. This is turning into a massacre.
Amazingly, no one's getting hurt. You're like pretty easy to avoid. You're
Mm.
pretty loud and obnoxious.
Me.
Oh, the geese are back.
My head, the dome, top of my dome opens up, and like a little joystick comes out the top of it, and I go, "Here, Doelene, I can't see shit. Hold on to this and steer me."
Okay. I am very dexterous, so this is gonna go great.
You've still got a bardic inspiration, haven't you?
Yeah,
From
you
last
do.
game.
Yeah.
do I?
True.
Which is a D6. If you so desire. It lasts for 10 minutes.
20.
20.
Damn.
Dirty. I did a dirty 20.
Nice. Yeah, you actually follow. And just like as you turn a bend, you can see the kenku is just like standing still before a tent and just waiting for you. She's not even afraid. She's just sort of standing there.
I do a really cool handbrake. Stop.
Yeah.
With you.
Yeah. and we
And the
sprayed gravel
tent
and dust
flaps
into her
off.
face. Yeah, the
Yeah,
tent
and
flaps
as we,
off.
it's just the tent like revealing us all looking like in really cool like adventurer positions, but also
Yeah, do you want to roll for cool?
but also like super disheveled.
I sure do. I've got a kick-ass charisma modifier.
Roll
I'm
for
going to need it for
cool.
a 3 on
Oh,
the die.
Are we rolling a charisma check or a d20? Okay.
21.
I have a -1. I got 8.
Okay, so
So
units
Doelene
kind
looks
of
cool as hell.
Mine wasn't
Dolene's
cool.
looking like sick, like just it. She may as well be wearing like a leather jacket, sunglasses, and like cool as, but like it's like she's driving like a 3-wheeled bicycle.
And as it
'Cause-
stops, I just want to say family. Okay.
I screech to a halt and my chest plate falls off with a loud,
Yeah,
yeah, ding, 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 ding. And the mole and the vole are in there in compromising positions.
What did you
taking
get?
a shower and they're like, don't
What
look
did
at
you
me.
get, Danny?
I got a 9. Walter's lying down, holding his cane, trying to look really cool, but like his gut is kind of like poking out the top of his cummerbund, and it's just like kind of just like dad bod.
So what's I don't know, what's not cool about that, Dan?
Yeah.
Huh? What's not cool about
About dad bod.
Yeah.
no,
what's
no,
not
no.
cool
He
about-
just he thinks he
explain it to
thinks
me.
he thinks that he's he can't.
Let's do a
speak.
Patreon segment.
My name's Danny and I'm fit. Whatever, mate.
Hello, friend. Jack here. How long have we been doing this? So long. And I think it's time we talk about taking our relationship to the next level, the next Patreon level. I have a huge student debt, and Ben has been getting into organized crime, so we need your help. More explicitly, we need your money. You can sponsor a DPR cast member for just $5 a month, and the crime families will have less leverage over Ben. You'll also get access to exclusives or whatever, but most importantly, think about Ben. Thanks, Jack.
No one's ever going to give us their money.
Someone needs to think about Ben.
Yeah.
Won't somebody think of the Ben?
Someone always has to.
Look, I didn't
Um,
approve that ad. I don't want less leverage over Ben.
It's in the contract.
So the dust sort of billows around Kettle Steam. Amazingly, it doesn't actually go into her eyes. She's just chill. And she's like, follow me into the tent.
Well, I will. And I would have even if you'd walked in there because I know where you were.
But when
Oh,
you
did you now? That's interesting. Why don't you come and have a little chat with me inside the tent?
Wait, is that the kenku talking?
Yes, it's
yeah.
me, Kettle Steam. Hello.
You've
when
stolen.
Kettle
you've
when
stolen
Kettle
our-
Steam sorry.
You go, man.
When Kettle Steam speaks, it's a peculiar sound. Her voice comes to you as if filtered through the speakers of an old-timey radio, but the voice is unmistakably Walter's.
Oh, hello there. Hello, old chap. Look out for Hitler. He's a bad egg.
Unit gets an idea and says, "Excuse me, Mistress Kettlestream, could you please say, 'I love you,' Unit?"
Well, you see,
Just for-
Unit,
just-
my name is Kettle Steam, not Kettle Stream.
Oh,
So
Right.
you have to pronounce my name correctly if you want me to do the things that you want me to do. Sorry,
So-
it's kind of a little bit awkward.
No, that's fine. You sound exactly like him, and you act like him too.
No, but I do think that you're actually a good automatron. What are you?
That's a good question. I am still asking myself these things. I am alive.
Good for you. You want to come into the tent and we'll have a little chat?
Yes, yes, I do. Unit, the giant's might wears off, and Unit shrinks back down and picks up their chest plate and puts it back on as we roll through the door of the tent.
Also, Doelene, why the fucking mind spike? That fucking hurt. I'm still bleeding from my nose and stuff.
Well, I needed to know where you were, and you were a slippery sucker, and I'm actually sorry I've never cast that spell before. I didn't realize it hurt so much. I'm not. It's not usually my thing.
I mean,
Walter
Doelene-
comes in and spear tackles Kettlestein to the ground and just like starts like fucking banging her to the ground. She's like, "Give me back my voice."
I feel less upset about the mind spike now.
Kettle Steam, when Walter comes in, sort of just deftly stands to the side, and Walter like drags across the floor and hits the other side of the tent.
His frog cheeks fill up with dirt and dust,
Yes.
and he's just like big old bulbous mouth. Come in. Would you like a cup of tea?
Yes. Actually, yes. My mouth is full of canvas dust and road dirt, so I would love that.
I have no need of one, Mistress Kettle Scream, but my unconscious friend here could use one. He's been quite drunk. Silly little boy had 18 beers. Ha 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 ha. My hand extends. Thank you.
Probably not the best to put liquid in an unconscious person's body. But I understand where you're coming from. I'll just pop the kettle on. Well, look at that, it's steaming. Oh, yes. Anywho, why are you chasing me?
Well, why have you got our froggy friend's voice, Kettlestein?
Oh, that's a very good question. Well, you see, the thing is, so I heard that Walter took some part ownership in the carnival, and the thing is that I've been the previous owners, well, the current owners, the real owners of the Witchlight Carnival, Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, they've done wrong by me, and so I'm trying to fuck with them and fuck with their carnival and just like try and screw with them a bit because they've we're trying to unionize, and they're trying to keep the old boot on the neck.
Wow, those are words I never thought I'd hear in Walter Winston Wicklepicker's voice. Pro-union.
Yes, no.
Never.
No. Equal
What's
right,
that?
what equal pay, what
You want labor hire? Individual contracts?
So can I ask why you need Walter's voice to be able to get back at the owners of the carnival? Why can't you just use your own or someone else's?
well, they're aware of me, you see. So I can't just go in there using my own voice. Also, I'm a kenku, which is kind of our thing. Okay, just saying is that we mimic people. We take their voices, we use it, and we, because previously we used to just make bird noises, but nobody could understand us. But we're actually pretty good at mimicry.
Well, I'm rustling my rucksack and I pull out a book and I blow the dust off it. This is my big book of kenkus, and in here it says you mimic. You don't actually steal the voice from your victims. I mean,
Technicalities, Jesus, semantics.
yes,
Exactly.
yes, that's the.
And back to my
Sorry.
question, why you need to steal the voice if you can just mimic him? Because, I mean,
You
I don't
see-
mean to point out the obvious here, Mr. Kettlebeam, but
Oh my!
you still look like a kenku. You don't look like Winston Winklepicker.
No, you're right. But if I use his voice, I could like talk to him, send a sending stone and give them a message, and then they would think that it was Walter, the new owner, but it would be me.
Tell you what, why don't you just give him his voice back and we will actually go and deliver a message for you?
Wouldn't it be far more weighty in person?
Yeah, I guess so. I'm also just trying to look at these notes here that I had made prior because I knew that you were going to be coming along here, and we were going to have this conversation. But unfortunately, I've lost that place card that had why it is that I steal voices. So let's just scoot over that little detail. I'm
sorry, Miss Kettle Cream. That is the worst fucking excuse I have ever heard.
Look, okay. I'll meet you halfway, okay? I need help. All right? If you help me, I'll give Walter back his voice, okay?
Mm-hmm.
As long as you help me. And maybe you could deliver that message. It was a nice offer. Although you keep on fucking up my name, so I'm getting why Walter isn't your biggest fan. But you see, okay, so the deal is, this is what's happened. I've been causing trouble in the carnival because I want Mr. Witch and Mr. Light to divulge what information they know about Zybilna, you see. Because I made a pact with her. You know Zybilna, right?
You all do.
Yes.
Well,
Yes,
of course. Personally,
of course.
but we've heard of her.
You all know
for
about
narrative benefit, though. Wouldn't it be better to just explain who Zybilna is in case?
Well,
someone,
yes,
I don't
you
know,
see,
just picked it.
Zybilna
tuning in
is
for the
the
first time.
arch-fae. She's an arch-fae of the domain that's in the fae called Prismy. Okay? And now many years ago, I made this pact with her. And the pact, you don't need to know the details, but the worrying issue is that I no longer hear her. I can't feel her presence. Something has happened, and I think Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, they know something, and they're not telling the rest of the carnival, and they're not telling anybody. They're keeping it to themselves. But I know because she's my patron.
Okay. So you
With
think
that,
it's big carnival?
You can start to hear the sound of fireworks in the background. It's sort of the night's festivities have started to occur.
Oh, great. It's popping off out there. Those fireworks are quite loud. So can I have a bit more detail?
Sure. So you see, the thing is
Ms.
that
Kettlestream,
the last time that I visited here, I overheard Mr. Witch and Mr. Light talking in their wagon. Okay? And so I heard Mr. Witch say,
Someone is going to find out. They'll shut us down.
which then, you see, which one did I say? Was that Mr. Witch? That was Mr. Witch. Mr.
that
Light.
was Mr. Witch.
Yeah, then Mr. Light responded with,
We agreed on this pact. Our hands were forced, but our eyes were open. We let the hourglass coven take what it wants, and in return, we stay in business. That is
Okay,
what you
now-
want, right?
Now I have to say, clearly, y'all can mimic, and that was very good.
thank you. It's one of my party tricks. People
Yeah.
get really freaked out. It's cool. It's good
I
fun.
bet.
I get a good chuckle
bet.
out of it.
I bet.
Weirds them out.
No, it's good, and it's look all of this politics within the Witchlight Carnival, and your personal conundrum, all very heart wrenching. But considering y'all could mimic, why don't you just give Walter his voice back, and then we'll talk terms. Maybe we'll help you. But right now, taking our friend's voice and then holding us and asking us to help you in return for returning a stolen thing ain't really buying my, ain't really buying my interest, sir.
Oh. Oh. I
Or-
guess that's fair enough. I thought that you wanted. None of you want to go to the Fae? Nobody wants to.
No, yes, we do, but maybe we can just go and ask Mr. Witch and Mr. Light ourselves.
And another thing, if I'm going to the Fae, I'm going on my own terms. I ain't going into some shoddy, bad, lopsided deal as I go in there, because I heard about them Fae and I heard about what they're like, and I ain't doing that, sir.
Well,
oh man,
Perhaps
Okay,
we
look,
should
all right.
ask the person whose voice has been stolen. Walter?
Walter gets up, brushes off his the dirt from his white shirt, and spits out all
He's
the
been lying on the
dust.
ground this whole time.
Yeah, spits out all the dust, and goes to speak, but can't fucking say anything.
What does he try to say though, Dan?
He looks at the kenku and is like, "Give me back my voice, or I will fucking kill you. I will kill you dead where you stand."
Do you want to roll a d20 for that?
Oh, 20!
Yeah.
And then just for the sake of it, because I do have good charisma, plus intimidation, I'd say that's a 26.
oh,
Yeah, Kettle Steam gets the point, like really well.
Okay, all right. Everybody stay cool. We're cool here. All right? We're cool. I understand. I guess I've forced your hand, but you don't. My hand was forced first. You see, I didn't know what else to do. And then Walter showed up and he then bought a portion of it. And I was like, oh my God, here's my opportunity. I can finally get back in touch with my patron. I can't go back to the Fae.
Kettle Steam, we would listen a lot more acutely to your reasoning if y'all would give back the thing you stolen.
Unit
Okay,
nods.
fine. If okay, wait, let's just say this. Okay, if I give back the voice, you all agree to do and try and find the builder?
We won't agree to anything until you've given the voice back. I'm going to roll a persuasion because I'm not getting where I want to be. 16.
What's that, an inside? What is a counter persuasion roll?
Yeah.
What do you just do? Persuasion.
Maybe a persuade off.
Persuade
Yeah,
off.
just persuade off.
Opposed rolls.
If it's a persuade off, in total, I'm a 19.
Yeah, you're good.
Would you
Well-
agree?
14, I think.
So, all right. Look, I'll give back the voice as a token of goodwill. Okay? But please help me. I need your help.
Wow, the magic.
And you can hear, you can all hear like a sort of vague screaming now. Like the fireworks has dissipated. There's like a sort of a buzzing. Not sure what it is. The magic is emanating from Kettle Steam, and Walter's voice is sort of seeping out into Walter's body.
dick.
Oh, good. I can't wait for this to be complete. What's
Is this process going to be painful for Walter at all? Just wondering. It looks painful. Walter, your eyes are bulging more than normal for a frog man.
I can't. My mouth is so dry.
Here, have some tea.
Oh,
And I pour
Thank you
the
very much.
scalding tea into your mouth.
oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, that's kettle steam. That'll really soothe that throat. Don't you worry about that, Walter. Don't you worry about that at all.
Oh, is that kettle steam? That's
so who
you,
was
kettle
that
steam.
talking?
Yeah, that's right. I'm kettle steam.
Well, I mean, if you kept this voice, I probably would have empathized with you more from the start, and then we wouldn't have had so much difficulty.
Look, I don't know what's going to come
Only
out of my
speak to
voice from
people.
one minute to the next, and that's part of the appeal of taking someone else's voice. It's consistent.
Walter, how you feeling there, buddy?
I feel good.
Okay.
Feel very happy to have my voice back.
Okay, well, don't overuse it, all right, too soon, because
Yeah.
you don't want to strain it. Get a,
I've got a frog in my throat.
yeah, there it is.
There it is.
There is, and just as he says that, there's a great, huge tearing in the roof of the tent, and with that, something falls directly through to the center and creates like a sort of crater at the center.
Oh,
What in the nine hells was that?
And the crater's sort of between all of you and kettle steam. Then you just sort of at the center of all of you.
more hijinks, kettle steam.
And when you peek over the side of the crater at the bottom, you can see a cricket wearing a red and yellow helmet and some goggles. And they put out their hand to offer a handshake.
Finally I have arrived in the heart of Big Carnival. Now we will learn the truth.
The truth.
Bobby
Well.
Kennedy.
I am intrigued about this truth.
Is this guy with you?
No, I thought he was with you.
Well, he's not with me.
What does he look like? Let me put my spectacles on and have a look here.
You see
Unit's eyes
a
light up. Unit's eyes light up, shining like headlights down into the crater amidst the
Yeah,
smoke and the clearing smoke as we see this figure.
you see a 4 to 5 foot kind of cricket with the red and yellow helmet on and goggles, but the goggles are like mirror kind of lenses, so you see yourself reflected back in them, all the lights. He is kind of a greeny brown color. He's got 6 legs like a cricket does, perhaps wings, you don't know. And he's kind of shiftily looking around and not sure exactly what to focus on. Looks a little skittish, but then scuttles out of the crater and up to the floor level. And now where is it? Where are they?
Well, we were carrying on a nice conversation here before you interjected yourself at high velocity. But out of interest, what is it y'all looking for?
Of course. You're just pretending not to know. Of course, it's Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. What else would I be looking for?
Well, I think you might get along with Mr. Ms. Kettlesteam here, who I believe is looking for them too.
I've never met this person in my life.
Pleased to meet you. What are you?
What are you?
Well, I'm a kenku.
I think the more important question would be, who are you, young cricket?
That's deep, unit. That's real deep.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I
ask myself
apologize.
that regularly.
That is how you should start a conversation. That's my bad.
My name is Randy Shackelford.
And
I'm
that-
going to make an insight check there.
Oh yeah, go on.
21.
Does he believe?
Are you deceiving me?
Yes.
All right, Randy. Randy, hey? That's your
Yes.
name?
That's my name.
Did you, Randy? Randy,
Where
Were
did you
you-
come from? You just came through the roof of the tent. Where did you get catapulted here?
Did you
Where'd you
fall
come
off
from?
the Ferris wheel?
That's what they'd like you to believe. They think the Ferris wheel is so safe, so they say, but no. They've been greasing it for years, using old chip grease. It's
All
dangerous.
right.
It's a death trap.
All right, Randy, your facts are a little hazy, but I am intrigued by the secret knowledge you're peddling.
Well, I would happily tell you more, but I'm not sure I can trust you. You might be working for them.
You can't trust me. Y'all gave me a fake name just now.
Well, that's because I couldn't trust you.
Wait, your name's not
Oh,
Randy.
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
No, yes, no,
And that is where we will leave the episode.
Oh, that was episode
Wait,
8.
Wow,
Oh.
hang on. Just one sec. There is an etiquette to an entrance. For example, it is important to knock before opening the door. For if
Well,
not-
that was episode. Oh, sorry.
For if not for the forewarning, you may get quite the shock. However, occasionally, dispensing with etiquette and formalities allows one to simply get quite to the point, and that can be quite thrilling.
Now?
Yeah, you can do it now.
Well, that was episode 8 of Dice Paper Roll Into the Feywild. Great. And we've transitioned seamlessly, as always, into the dissection where we sit around and give each other little hand shandies about the game that was. Great Jack game.
Great
Thanks.
words, Greg.
Thanks. I was just trying to match Jack's intro, given the
Yeah.
dessert before the entree.
Fuck.
No one
Did
deserves-
did we take as long as you suspected we might to solve the goose puzzle?
Yeah,
Did
probably.
you write down 15 minutes?
Yeah,
to-
yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I love that was a puzzle. Like you find out
there was a
afterwards
puzzle
that it's
there.
a
We just
puzzle.
read drove into it.
I don't know.
Make a few jokes about people fucking on them, and then the puzzle's done. Hey.
I don't know. I thought it would be cool, but it was not.
It was
But-
cool.
It was
I
cool.
thought it was cool. I felt like the geese had way more to give.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I would have
Immediately.
happily sat with the geese for a wee bit longer. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe we can record a bit more at the end of this just for an end tag.
Yeah,
Just
maybe.
goose chat and tag.
Oh, tight honk with the honk 5. I don't
Speaking of tight honks, great driving.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh,
I love this new car-based version.
the half transformer, half car. Yeah. It was fun. That was fun.
So this is the Rune Knight?
Yeah, I used Giant's Might, which is one of the abilities you get with the Rune Knight. I used that last game. You grow to a large size and apparently become really useful to your party to ride on and stick their feet inside of.
So Rune Knight is a fighter?
Yeah, Rune Knight is fighter.
Okay. I never read the class ability under Rune Knight that says turn into a giant tricycle. But,
it's in the hidden section, mate. You roll a low perception.
The rule of cool, bruh.
Yeah, it's the rule of Jack's your DM and he'll let you do anything because he doesn't know the rules.
There was just four books with misprints in them.
And I've got one of them.
Well,
Actually, I got all 4.
That bit was that bit was actually in the sealed section. So yeah.
It wasn't sealed before Ben got it.
No.
Was it before or after the 10 tips to give good head or
During.
During.
Okay.
10 tips to give good head while driving a giant tricycle.
While being a giant tricycle.
Yeah. I love the whack-a-mole and vole inside you as well, all up into your gears.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured that they were.
Yes.
They've made appearances before, so they should come back again.
Yeah, they're a good addition. I'm into them.
Welcome back, Emil.
Hey,
Yeah.
nice to be back. Nice to be back. That wasn't the accent I was planning on doing, but out it came.
What were you
now
planning
I'm-
on doing?
Not Mayor Quimby, but that's what it is now. Print it. Lock it in. That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna have some fun, I reckon. It was weird sitting back as a passenger and as an audience member without. I don't think I've, apart from listening back to the show, don't think I've ever experienced us as an audience member before, which is
Haven't you?
Yeah.
I feel like
bizarre.
It's amazing we've been doing this for 6 years. You haven't listened to a single episode of the Release podcast.
No, because I'm usually in all the episodes, and so all the funny, hilarious shit that I think to say, I already say. I'm just like, give myself a pat on the back. Good job, Emil, for saying that.
How did you struggle then? Like, did a lot of jokes come to you that you were like, damn it, I can't say it? And
oh shit, yeah. I was
give us a couple.
Wanting to do a whole goose thing about like. See, it just looks like we're moving really slowly, but underneath the surface, my legs are moving like pistons.
Well, mate, don't forget we're going to have goose chat at the end of this, so don't give away all your goose golden eggs. Yeah.
Oh well. No, it was great. It was really enjoyable. It's just really struck me how remarkable it is that people come and pay to see us do this.
What the fuck does that mean?
Just talking shit for a solid
basically.
50 minutes.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you on about?
Yeah, it's all right.
If you are one of those people though, folks, or you're like, I've never been able to pay to see them, you can pay to be a patron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could sell tickets to our online recordings and just have like muted people watching along. I guess that's just a stream, isn't it? We're just talking about doing a stream.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If only we recorded this video that we take at the same time that, we just like upload it to some kind of stream.
I don't know, man. I'm on the fence. I don't know. I don't know if the internet's ever going to really take off. I'm not.
Yeah, I don't know if streaming's going to take off.
It's still early days on that one.
Nah, it's not like, no streamer's going to make more money than like LeBron James getting signed to a stream deal. Like,
plus, how are we going to get this on terrestrial television? That's my real question.
Yeah.
Podcasting's where it's at because it's like a radio play, right?
Yeah.
The world's most current medium. Yeah, the radio play. Cutting edge.
Yeah. It's what
The most
people want.
representative it's ever been tonight. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
good. Yeah.
Well, yes. staying true to the collective noun thing, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Is that the collective noun for a group of white guys?
Yeah, that's
A podcast.
The podcast, yeah.
The funny, I thoroughly enjoyed sitting back and watching and listening for the first, 40 or so minutes. And then I could feel it, the episode coming towards the conclusion and knowing that I was going to make an entrance. And then my internet crapped itself for just a second. I was like, oh God, what am I going to do? And I just had to be zen as about it. Well, you know what? They're professionals and yeah, I'll do my best.
I freaked the fuck out when that happened.
I was thinking about that.
No. Yeah.
You disappeared off screen, and I knew, we knew you were coming in at the end, and I knew it must be soon. And I actually thought you'd gone to unmute yourself and just hung up.
I accidentally quit out of it or something. Yeah.
I thought you'd gone to do a costume change quickly.
Yeah. I got my cricket outfit on, all my whites, pads. My bat and helmet, yeah.
So he's a cricket. What kind of base species?
If
you had to use a D&D rule,
based him on a thrycreen, because I feel like that's appropriate. But I'm not going to. There's some stuff with the thrycreen I'm just going to leave behind because it's not really crickety. Doesn't really serve us like the telepathy and stuff. I'd love to be able to do that, but it's just there's no in-game logic to it for mine, so I'm not going to worry about that.
Well, maybe he's just got a tinfoil hat on all the time
to stop the voices. Yeah. Well, you don't know what's beneath the helmet, Jack. So.
Yeah, true.
What else can I tell you? In terms of class, say that again.
Sorry, 4 arms, 2 legs.
Yeah.
No, you said 4 legs before. I like the idea.
He said
6 legs. Oh, 6 legs.
He said 6
legs.
legs.
2 arms.
That's because that's what a cricket has 6 legs, but he didn't specify that 4 of those legs were arms. Actually,
you show me, you find me a cricket outside, and you tell me which one's the arms, which one's the legs, and then I'll fucking have a chat with you.
As far as I'm concerned,
I meant
all
appendages.
Arms.
Yeah. Yeah. And do you want to hear about class and stuff? Is that useful?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go for it.
He's gonna be he's a paladin. But I don't want to give away too much about their god, etc., because that's all going to be content for the next episodes and beyond. So, paladin. I feel like we could use some healing and some holy knightery. So that's what I'm going to do.
Because there's lots of combat in this.
So much combat.
You might not know this, Emil, but there's a lot of combat in this.
Heavy.
You saw how quickly we disposed of those geese.
Yeah.
Right. I was worried somebody would get a nasty peck. I was like, what are they going to do without me? Someone needs to heal the hands on this.
Yeah.
Just roll up to the campaign with just a 2-handed weapon, smite paladin. Just smite it in.
Have you read my character sheet, Craig?
I've taken a dip into sorcerer and
Look, I've got ideas about what the character's going to be, but as it always is, with the accent, the truth of it comes out in the doing. So
exactly,
we'll see what happens.
I look forward to seeing how they gel with the rest of us.
Yeah, I, like the rest of the crew, just can't wait to see your heavily detailed plans come to fruition for this character, Emil.
Oh, how good was the Danny playing kettle steam. Working off Jack's notes, but not knowing how much license he could take to
exactly. It's why have you done this? And I'm
immediately you've flown off the map that Danny has.
I don't know.
There was only a very specific set of circumstances this conversation could work in, and we are beyond them.
Yeah, I was very quickly. It was shit. And then it was also just trying to go through it and just be like, fuck, what are the points that I had to speak about for this to work? And then it's okay, no, they need to go to the Fae, they need to go to Prismere, and they need to find Zabilna. That's what I need to get across. And fucking Mr. Witch and Mr. Light are fucking with shit, and they need to fuck them up. And then it was just fuck.
I mean, we're not
just
gonna-
couldn't find shit. I was like, oh no, where am I? Fuck this.
We're not going to tell her that we're already looking for her and on our way to the Feywild. So, yeah, no.
Hmm.
You wouldn't be able to.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean,
Tell her.
because you all
Why?
so quickly knew exactly who I was talking about
Zilmir.
at the time that, like, obviously you didn't want to divulge that information to.
we knew we were looking.
Gotta keep
we're
your
looking
cards
for that
close.
person. If you look like that.
Yeah,
Listen.
I knew there was going to be a bit of conflict in that conversation, so I just outsourced it.
You handballed it
Yeah.
today. That's good DMing right there.
Yeah. It's like, oh, the kenku's taken Walter's voice. Like an handy, Dan, you can do it. It's Walter's voice. I couldn't
Hey,
possibly do Walter's
Yeah,
voice.
Dan, you do a pretty good Dan voice, Dan. You want to do Dan's voice?
Yeah.
I love
go
that you
for it.
still found a way, Danny, to not give units some validation in Walter's voice, even though you were playing as Kettle's team.
Mate, you kept on fucking mispronouncing their
Well,
name.
I did it on purpose after the
I
first time.
know,
Yeah,
but
but
like-
the first time was an innocent mistake. It's like, oh, you're not gonna tell me that just because I put an extra letter in your name.
Yeah,
was it
yeah.
innocent? Was
Too
it innocent,
needy,
or were
Ben.
you not listening carefully enough and trying to make a new friend? You know?
Maybe.
Guess we'll never know.
Called out.
Yeah, look, to be honest, yes. The character of Walter is hard to separate from the
From your
voice
psyche.
of Walter.
True.
It's like I go into Walter and it's just like, boom,
Units and
fuck you,
also.
unit.
Can you please say it now? Just for me. I just need a recording of it.
And
What's
that's where we'll
that?
wrap up the dice
Yeah,
section.
well, ladies and
What do
gentlemen,
you mean?
like Jack outsources his difficult role play conversations, we here at Dice Paper Roll also outsource our costs to you. You might have noticed we're running a bit of a Patreon push at the moment. Patreon does so much for us. It helps us to pay all the bills that come along with running a podcast like this. We are back together recording. We're recording in person next week. We're starting work on book 3 of our original campaign. We got heaps of stuff coming up. So if you like what you hear, if you love a bit of DPR, if you listen to us every time that episode pops, please consider subscribing to our Patreon. Just $1 a month makes a huge difference to
Or
us.
tell your friends. Tell your friends about this dumb podcast.
Or do both.
And tell your friends.
Yeah, come on, Jack.
And yeah.
So yeah, thanks for listening, everyone. We are Dice Paper Roll, and we will catch you next episode of Dice Paper Roll Into the Feywild.
Bye.
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 Don't hit stop.
Who's a
Jack.
good little unit? Who's a good little unit?
No,
You are
he
your
said
little
it.
good unit.
Yeah, he said it.
Shit.
Dude, what? Is anybody else's feathers sticky?
Bro, what were they doing on the back of you?
Bro,
Why are we
that-
being bros?
that
Why are the
is-
geese bros now?
Oh, bro, the geese bros. That is the last shift. I work in the love tunnel. I swear to God.
Hey guys, please don't tell anyone, but I'm actually a swan. I'm feeling really self-conscious about it, but I just thought, you know, I've been living a lie for the last 5 years, and I just needed to tell you.
I knew you were winging it. Hey.
Bro, I always knew you
Kevin,
were too
that's not
beautiful.
funny.
Steven.
Ambrose, not you. That means so much. I thought because you were a goose, I'd never ever get to. Well, come here.
Bro.
That's going to be the best bit of the episode.
All right. That's enough.